Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this session. So, as you can see on the screen, today's topic will be regarding business schools to apply to in case you have secured a percentile of 70 to 80 percentile. So, this session is pretty useful for those who have secured a percentile in that range in CAT exam. And this will give you a broad idea about how to go about doing this. I'm also going to share with you a list of some of the good options that you have got at this percentile. So at the end of this session, I'm also going to throw the session open and take up your questions and I'll answer them. So without any further ado, let's get started with this session. So to start with, friends, it is pretty important to apply smartly to business schools. Now, what do I mean by apply smartly to business schools? See, there have been cases of people applying to business schools where the cutoff was much lower than what percentile they have secured. For instance, I know of a student who secured 90 plus percentile in CAT, but then unfortunately did not take guidance and started applying to colleges on his own, and he ended up applying to a lot of colleges where the cutoff was around, say, 60 to 70. Now, that would be a tremendous mistake because you did a very good job in CAT, you have secured a very good percentile. Then why should you settle for colleges where the cutoff is pretty low cutoff, right? Similarly, the opposite also is true. Sometimes we see students who have secured a good percentile of 70 to 80. 70 to 80 is actually a good percentile in CAT. But then, unfortunately, because of lack of proper guidance, they end up applying to colleges where the cutoff would be 90 plus. So if somebody has secured 70 to 80 and ends up applying to colleges like MDI Gurgaon or IMT Ghaziabad or IMI Delhi, then the unfortunate thing that will happen with this person is none of those colleges will invite this person for personal interviews. So that way, if you don't have any interview calls, obviously you will be in a mess. So that's the reason it's pretty important to apply smartly to colleges, and so that you get good opportunities and to undergo the interview process and eventually get selected. So that's the reason we have decided to do this particular session. To start with, do understand that 70 to 80 percentile, is it a good percentile? This is a frequently asked question that people ask me. See, my answer to them is 70 to 80 will open up good opportunities for you. Even if you're a general category person, if you have secured 70 to 80, I'm glad to tell you, you will get admission offers or interview offers to begin with, and then, of course, which will convert into admission offer if you do well in the post shortlisting phase process. Those are going to be pretty good colleges. So I'm going to give you some of the names after some time, but I do assure you, 70 to 80 percentile, even if you're a general category person, it's not a bad percentile. And you are going to get interview calls from respectable institutions which have a good brand value attached, institutions where good teaching happens, institutions where good placements also take place, good personality development happens. So all in all, you will get respected institutions. You will not have to make a lot of compromises. Of course, I'm not claiming that these institutions would be as good as some of the premier business schools like IIMs or XLRI. That's not what I'm trying to say. But I'm saying they're not bad institutions. They are pretty decent institutions, and you will be fairly happy with the way the course is getting delivered and the placements are happening, as long as you go there with the realistic expectations. So the first question people often ask me about this is, when should I apply to these colleges? See, my recommendation is the moment you receive your CAT scores and the application forms becomes available, you may go ahead and apply. But it's always a good habit to check out the last date to apply for all the institutions that you plan to apply. And then based on that, you can make up your mind as to when should you go ahead and apply. All right. Now remember, if the last date to apply is somewhere in March or April, I would say don't wait till March to apply, because sometimes what happens is you may forget. you may forget to apply and may slip out from your mind. So it makes sense to apply much earlier also. But definitely keep track of the deadlines so that you don't miss any of those. Another question that often people ask us is, this is, sir, some of these colleges, they accept multiple entrance exam scores. So if multiple scores are being accepted, then which of the scores will eventually be taken into consideration when they will issue the interview shortlist? So which of those exams will be the cutoff used? See, use most of these colleges for exams like CAT and XCT, they usually keep the same cutoff. But in exams which are comparatively easier, like MAT or CMAT, if an institution is accepting both CAT as well as MAT, usually the MAT cutoff will be much higher than CAT because the business school realizes that CAT is comparatively much more challenging than MAT. So in the same institution, CAT cutoff may be say 70 percentile, whereas MAT cutoff they may have kept at 80 or even more than 80 also. So that is something to definitely bear in mind. Some business schools they allow you to update all your scores, and whichever one is most attractive, whichever ones gives you an opportunity of getting an interview call, they will go by that. Now, one common question is what to do if you are in dilemma. So people say, sir, I'm not sure that I want to apply to this college or not. What should I do in that situation? My recommendation to students who are in dilemma is it's always better to go ahead and apply. It's better to apply for now and decide later on whether you want to join or not. Attend the interview, attend the group discussion, essay writing, get selected. Once you get that admission offer in hand, then you think about it, then you decide about it whether you really want to go ahead and join or not. Nobody will force you to join, right? It's completely up to you whether you want to go ahead and apply, go ahead and join or not, accept that admission offer or not. You have complete power to do so. Nobody will force you to take any kind of call. So at this juncture, if you don't apply and later on, let's say you regret and you think, "Arey yaar, I should have applied," by then it will be too late. So it's better to apply. You don't want to join, don't join, but it's better to apply and keep it as a plan B. Now, let's start by talking about some of the good business schools that we have got where the cutoff is between 70 to 80. Sometimes I'm also going to give you some names which will be around 80, some of them will be around 70, but for convenience, I'm listing them one after the other. So, what I'll do is I'll just give you the name of the business school. I'll also give you the T.I.M.E school categorization grade. So, Time believes in grading business schools. So, we award a grade to a business school. So the way the grading system works is we take a group of business schools which are all almost equally good, and we say these are all business schools which are almost equally good. Hence, we assign them the same grade. So we don't rank business schools; we grade business schools. A chunk of business schools, group of business schools which are all almost equally good are put in a same grade as such. So we have top 10, we have triple A plus, then we have triple A, then we have double A, then we have A, and then we have triple B plus, then we have triple B, then we have double B, then we have B plus, then we have B, and we have got others. Those are the different grades that are there in T.I.M.E B school categorization. So here I'm only talking about those business schools where the cutoff usually is between 70 to 80. The key word to keep in mind here is usually. So it may not be the case this year. I'm not guaranteeing you that that will be the case this year also, but I'm going by the past track record of these business schools. So to begin with, let's look at four colleges. So let's start with National Insurance Academy. So National Insurance Academy, it is situated in Pune. And as far as T.I.M.E school categorization grade is concerned, we do believe it's a good institution. It's a government institution. And we assign it a grade of A grade. So it's a A grade business school. So as far as the National Insurance Academy is concerned, their postgraduate diploma in management has been designed keeping in mind insurance and allied sectors. So if you have a dream of making a career in insurance and allied sectors, then definitely consider this as an option. It gives a very good ROI because the fee and average salary, the ratio is very attractive. Fees is around 10 lakhs, whereas the average salary is around 11, 12 lakhs per annum. So that makes it a pretty attractive option. So around 12 lakhs average pay, ROI is pretty good in this institution. So definitely this can be considered. Only thing you have to bear in mind is the program that they're offering. It is a sectoral program in the way that they have designed the curriculum, keeping insurance sector in mind as such. So if you're okay with making a career in that particular domain, do consider applying to National Insurance Academy. Next, we have got IMT Hyderabad. IMT has multiple campuses. Their flagship campus, the oldest campus, is in Ghaziabad. But then they started one in Nagpur, and then after a few years, they started one in Hyderabad. So, as far as India is concerned, they have got three campuses in India for their PGDM program. And the Hyderabad campus, we consider it to be a triple B plus institution. So, it's a good place to pursue your PGDM. As far as average pay goes, it's around 12 lakhs per annum. The fee that they charge is around somewhere around 14, 15 lakhs for the total program. It's not per annum, but the total program fee is around that number. So I would say ROI wise, it gives good ROI. If the ROI is not as high as the National Insurance Academy, but I would still classify it as good ROI. Quality of teaching is also pretty good as such. So IMT Hyderabad can be considered as an option. Remember, IMT has a single application. So all the campuses of IMT, they have a single application, but they'll ask you to give your priority for various campuses. You may assign Ghaziabad as the first preference, of course. Hyderabad and Nagpur, the difference is not a huge difference, but Hyderabad can be the second preference, especially if you are somebody who prefers Hyderabad as a location. Definitely, that can be a second preference, and then Nagpur as such. So it's both Nagpur and Hyderabad. Again, I want to reiterate the difference is not humongous. It's a very small difference that is there at the institutions. Then we move on to IFMR. So IFMR has a very interesting history. Earlier, they were situated in Chennai, but last few years back, they shifted to a place called Sri City. So Sri City is situated in Andhra Pradesh, and government of Andhra Pradesh, they have upgraded them. They have given them permission to start a university. So they started a university called KREA. So KREA University is there. I have written Chennai, but actually it should be Andhra Pradesh. So let us make it Andhra Pradesh. So it's situated in Andhra Pradesh, Sri City. That is more like it. So IFMR is name of the business school. Triple B plus category is what we consider this business school as part of. Average pay is around 12 lakhs per annum. And the cutoff, I would say, is closer to 80 percentile than 70. So late 70s, sometimes it can be early 80s also, because the cutoffs also keep changing year to year. But around 80 percentile broadly can be the cutoff in IFMR. You can go for it if they offer very good quality of education. They have good infrastructure also in place. So that is IFMR for you. Moving on to Faustima Business School, New Delhi, we consider this one also among the triple B plus category business schools. ROI is pretty attractive because the fee that they are charging is around 9 lakhs for the total program, and the average pay is also pretty attractive. So ROI wise, it's a good institution to target. It's situated in New Delhi. For if you're looking for a business school in northern part, definitely this can be a good option for you as such. IMI Kolkata. So IMI has got three campuses. Their old campus is in Delhi. Then they started one in Kolkata and then in Bhubaneswar also. So with 70 to 80, you can expect both Kolkata as well as Bhubaneswar also. You have a very good chance of getting Bhubaneswar also. So even though I have written Kolkata, I'm also adding Bhubaneswar here. You can consider both Kolkata and Bhubaneswar. Bhubaneswar, in fact, sometimes has a slightly different cutoff from Kolkata. In terms of quality of education, I would say both the campuses have good education, similar kind of education. And the average salary also, the difference is not a humongous difference. Both offer good quality of placements as well. So 70 to 80 percentile can be the cutoff in these places. Also, time considers IMI Kolkata specifically in triple B plus category. As far as ROI goes, ROI is good. It's not as good as some of the other institutions that I'm going to talk about, but still it's a good ROI. Manage Hyderabad. This is only for those who are interested in making a career in agribusiness management or rural management. So if you have a desire to work in organizations which directly or indirectly are related to agribusiness sector, then definitely go for it. It's a pretty good college situated in Hyderabad. So in Hyderabad, we have got a university called Professor Jay Shankar University. So this business school is situated on their campus. They offer excellent ROI. The fees is only around 5 lakhs as such, and the average salary that they offer is around 10, 12 lakhs per annum. So the ROI becomes unbelievably good ROI. Only drawback is the placements that happen in this college will mostly be restricted to agriculture, food, and allied sectors. So if you are interested in that, then definitely go ahead with this. We count this also among the triple B plus category business schools. Next, we have got Wellinger Institute of Management Development and Research, popularly known as V School. So they have a campus in Mumbai, but here I'm talking about the campus in Bangalore. So as far as the Mumbai campus goes, generally the cutoff is a little more than 80 percentile, around 80, whereas Bangalore would be around 75 percentile. We consider the Bangalore campus among triple B plus category business schools. They offer good placement opportunities. Also, average pay is somewhere around 11 lakhs per annum. Fees is also pretty decent, I would say. 14 lakhs is generally the fees that they charge. So ROI wise also, it's a good institution to target as such. Wellinger Institute of Management Development and Research, Bangalore. Then we have IIT Jodhpur, School of Management and Entrepreneurship, IIT Jodhpur. For general category, the cutoff is around 80 percentile. Okay, but sometimes it goes beyond 80 also. Sometimes for general category, IIT Jodhpur cutoff maybe a little more than 80 percentile. But if you are from any of the reserved categories, if you belong to OBC, NC, EWS, or any of the reserved categories, then surely the cutoff for this institution will fall around 70 percentile, 75 percentile for OBC, NC, and EWS category applicants. So you can surely consider IIT Jodhpur. Moving on. Then we move on to BIMTech Noida. So BIMTech Greater Noida, Birla Institute of Management Technology. It's a good institution owned by Birla Group. The cutoff for their flagship program is around 75, in or around 75 percentile. They offer decent ROI, I would say. The fee that they charge is around 15 lakhs for everything put together as far as the fee is concerned. And in terms of average pay, it's around 10 lakhs per annum. So good institution, we count it along triple B category as such. And if you are someone who is looking for a business school in northern India, especially NCR, this can be one option to consider. Then we move on to an old university, Christ University Institute of Management, Bangalore. So Christ is a pretty old university. They have a very good track record, and this is one of the attractive options that you have in the city of Bangalore. And we count it among triple B category. So this also can be considered. Average pay will be somewhere around 9-10 lakhs per annum. That would be the average pay. ROI wise, also the fee and placements, the difference is not a big difference. So definitely ROI is also a good. Only thing here is the batch intake will be on the higher side. So you should be capable of competing in a slightly bigger batch. Delhi School of Management, Delhi Technological University, New Delhi. The cutoff here would be around 70-75 percentile for general category. Reserved category cutoffs will be much, much lower. ROI is what makes it very attractive. The fee that they charge is on the lower side, hardly around 5 lakhs will be the total expenditure, whereas the average pay is pretty decent. It's somewhere close to 10 lakhs per annum. So the ROI is what is attractive about this institution. In fact, if you look at all Delhi University affiliated colleges, they all offer pretty good ROI. Of course, this one is technology. This is Delhi Technological University College. Now, Loyola Chennai, Liba Chennai, it's a good institution. Average pay is also pretty decent, around 11, 12 lakhs, 11 lakhs per annum. The fee is on the higher side. That's the only negative aspect. The fee would be around 19 lakhs. So that's the reason the ROI may not be very high as some of the other colleges that we are talking about. But if fees is not a concern for you, they offer good quality education, good brand value. Also, they provide good placement opportunities as well. Only the thing is the fee is slightly on the higher side. Time counts this one also among the triple B category business schools. So these are some names. Let me share with you some more names other than that. MDI, their main campus is in Gurgaon. I'm sure you have heard of MDI Gurgaon, one of the top 20 business schools probably in India. And they started another campus in West Bengal in Murshidabad. So this can be considered if you are looking for a business school which brand value attached. MDI does have a good brand value. Having said that, obviously it is nowhere close to how MDI Gurgaon would be in terms of brand value. But still, it's a good option to consider, especially if you are looking for business school in that part of India, then it's a good option to consider. Time counts it among triple B category business schools. Average salary is slightly more than 12 lakhs per annum. The fee also that they charge is somewhere around 14 lakhs. Now, coming to NIT Trichy, NIT Trichy, I would say they offer extraordinary ROI because the fee is very less. Hardly around 3 lakh rupees would be the fee that you will incur. Average pay is somewhere around 8 9 lakhs per annum. So, very, very attractive ROI you can expect from NIT Trichy. The general category cutoff would be around 70 to 80 percentile. Reserved categories will go much lower than this. Nirma University, it is situated in Gujarat, in Ahmedabad. Average salary is somewhere around 12 lakhs, 10, 12 lakhs kind of range of average pay. And the cutoff differs from year to year. Sometimes it's around 75, sometimes it goes till 80. So it keeps changing year to year. But again, a college which offers a good ROI because again, the fee is not very high. T.I.M.E has got several campuses, but the flagship campus is in Bengaluru. And here, the fee that they will charge will be somewhere around 12, 14 lakhs. And if you look at, when I say fee, I'm including